Union is supposed to be 14 inches and 13/16. Seems like we usually cut ours down at a 16th. It fits a little better. So we'll get our 2-foot gauge here. So we'll put it on 38 3/4. Put our stop in here. We'll put a mark on this board just to double check. Get our light here turned on. Looks about right. Watch where our hands are. After you get the Union made, you get your flag on your rack. You can always come back and trim a little bit more too. So we'll get our saw set here at fraction under 10.5. Turn on our dust collection. Like my Unions different than most people. I take this piece of 3/4 and I split it, and then we mark all our 50 stars, and then we cut them out by hand on the scroll saw. So we always have to split these. It doesn't have to be just absolutely a perfect split by any means. So we'll open the dust gate on it. Get this loud thing turned down here. Now we have our 2 halves. Okay, now we got our 2 halves here, and we're going to take the half that we ran through the planer, just touch it up just a fraction with this old sander. Dust it off. Now comes the exciting part. We'll take this Union template right out of the stainless steel. It's pretty handy. Always make sure you have your stars up. This one's got a little arrow to kind of remind you. We'll just get it centered on this blank we have. Then we get to start the exciting process of making 500 pencil marks. Each star has 10 marks or 10 cuts. We have our stars all drawn off with a pencil. I know we could do this with CNC machine. We don't have one. I'm not against one, but I just kind of enjoy doing it this way. So we're gonna take this bit out and put this a 3/8 inch Foster bit in our drill press. And then we're going to take it and drill a 3/8 hole in the center of all these stars. It doesn't have to be in the dead center, just as long as you don't go outside the lines. But anyway, we have to have these holes so we can take our scroll saw bit in and out and make the 10 cuts for each star. Okay, we got our 50 holes drilled in here, and we've got this a scroll saw on this pivot here, where I can pivot out of the way of my miner saw. Then when we get ready to use it, we just put it over here on the corner. Get our light over here a little closer. Then we'll sit down here. If one of these stars you have to take the blade out, then you have to feed it through that hole. Put your blade back in there, tighten it up. Get your little blower there that blows the sawdust away position. Then we got a knee switch down here. We'll kick it with our knee. And then we'll spend a couple of hours sawing. I don't ever saw all of these at once. We usually saw a few stars out. We'll start on our stripes, come back. Just like I said, this is just a hobby. This isn't a money-making operation by any means. We have sold a few, but we like making these fireman flags and giving them away. Putting these flags in silent auctions for a good cause. It takes 5 or 6 hours to make one of these. You can make $30 an hour, you'd have to sell them way over $200. That's just not my goal. You might take 10 cuts. We've got 8 done. You get that 10th cut made, you cut it off, take the tension off, pull the blade out, and there's your star. And then when we put all this union together, we'll paint this or burn it, and then we'll stain this right here blue. Then it will give us a 3D effect on the stars, which I think is pretty cool. All right, I've got my work cut out for me, and we'll show you the next process here later. We got our 50 stars cut out, 500 cuts, and we're getting ready to stain. We're going to use this Minwax Navy 286. We're going to paint the top of the starboard, the edges of it, then the backer board and the edges of it. Where we've got this burnt, we don't want to paint it. We've got our union all stained, and so we're going to do a quick glue up this morning and let it sit here for 8 hours or so. So I got my X here and my X here. Everything is matching up good. So we'll just turn this over. If I can get any glue out this morning. There we go. Okay, we're going to put our 2 holes to fit on those dowels. Make sure we got our point of our star up, and we do. So we've got our mark right here. We're going to transfer it down here on the sides. And put it in this little cheap Harbor Freight vise. We're going to take our countersink. I found it works really good, especially where I got this wood put together. Try to get it center and start our little point for our drill to go through. Then we're using the same bit that we had in the drill press earlier. And the way it fits, it goes where between 2 stars, so we can go pretty deep with this. Just put it up here, and we've got our flag hung up here on our spraying booth, and we'll use some of this semi-gloss clear on it. And we'll call it a project. It turned out all right. Guys who have the CN machines can make beautiful flags, and this is kind of the old-fashioned way that anybody can do one without many tools. I enjoy doing it. Like I said, it takes about 6 hours to complete one, so it gives you something to do. I appreciate you guys and gals that stayed to the end. Get a chance, you might subscribe to my channel or put a comment in there. Hey, thanks for stopping by.